What is going on, everybody? This is J4y coming to you from Dota On Demand. Partner, of course, with the good old Dota Talk here. I'm going to be doing another pubcast. This one's a little bit, I guess you could say solo version, so, you know, just J, whatever you want to call it. I could maybe think of a wittier name in the future. But regardless of that, let's get this underway. So I'll pick, like I said, obviously nothing professional going on. It's very hard, believe it or not, to find replays of professional games that you're allowed to actually watch. It's the way Dota has their system up now, is you actually cannot watch replays of games that you were not part of if they are custom. So I can only either do live games or replays of, you know, public games, which is unfortunate. But down the road, we will definitely be having access to actual high-level or pro games, and it will be for the better of everyone. But regardless, hopefully these lineups will prove interesting. I actually do like them already. I'll start off here with the Radiant. We do have Invoker and Doombringer, Sniper, Mirana, and Ancient Apparition. And then over on the Dire here, we got ourselves a Shadow Demon, Queen of Pain, Morphling, and Sand King. They are still missing their 5th player. Picking a hero is currently his status, so hopefully he'll get that in the next 20 seconds, and we'll see how they round out their team. I'm going to have to think they have the Morphling, they have the middle. Weaver, actually, and you know what, that makes a lot of sense. You know, another nice semi-carry to carry role will really finish off that team well. So, straight up from the top here, I'm going to have to say I probably favor the Radiant team for their team fight capabilities. Just because of Invoker and Ancient Apparition, couple that with a Mirana stun and a Doombringer, you know, it's a lot of good damage coming out. But then again, this could easily go either way, depending on how, of course, the laning phase goes. I mean, you know, don't count the Dire out in team fights. They have Queen of Pain as well as Sand King. I mean, that's just enormous damage coming out from them, too. So, you know, it's, like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see, you know, who really comes out top on this laning phase. But regardless, we're going to have Invoker versus Queen of Pain mid. Everyone kind of saw that coming. Down bottom here, it's going to be Sniper and Ancient Apparition versus the Weaver and the Shadow Demon. And then finally up top here, we're going to have Mirana versus Morphling. And the Sand King's going to be pulling, so it's a 1v2 sort of. Doombringer, is he jungling? Well, he has that Devour, so he could eat a creep right away, but it is a rather long cooldown, 60 seconds to start out. So while it's on cooldown, he's not going to be super effective, and you at the lower ranks, you cannot use it on higher level creeps. So he couldn't like go to this spawn here and eat this Wildkin War Chief, for example. Oh, actually, action top Mirana getting down to already 170 health and just Morphling using that waveform and a couple auto attacks. Really crazy damage coming out for him. Pretty impressive. So she's going to have some trouble, and if Sand King does a good job pulling the creeps, which it appears he is doing as such, you know, she's going to be forced back there and have to play really cautiously. So, meanwhile, in this bottom lane here, Sniper going up against this Weaver and Shadow Demon. I mean, it could go easily either way. It's probably going to be a big farm fest. Sniper, you know, probably the harder carry of the two. Weaver's just a nice source of damage, especially if you build that Radiance. And, you know, of course he'll get those auto attacks out. He also is a presence to deal with. And, you know, if he gets all that time-lapse off in the middle of a fight, he's going to be able to take a lot more damage than, you know, the Sniper will. So, you know, it's going to be interesting either way that goes. The Shadow Demon, gotta love him for his Soul Catcher ability, and, of course, his Disruption. But, you know, being able to amplify the damage someone takes in a team fight is extraordinarily helpful. You know, especially if you put that on, like, a Sniper or Mirana or even Doombringer, someone tanky like him. You know, it's going to be helpful. Nice little cold feet harassment coming out. Ooh, actually a little possible gank middle. Here we go. It's going to be a Shadow Strike used here on the Invoker. Sand King kind of was just body blocking. That might have actually given away his position there. It's still invisible. He's going to actually just head back top. I think they didn't believe in themselves. They didn't think they had what it took to actually finish that off. So yeah, they're just going to keep it going here. Sand King going all the way back home. Why home? I mean top. And just going to keep pulling for this Morphling, who is now up to a 13-7 creep score compared to a 3-0 Mirana. Ouch. So, you know, pretty much quadrupling his farm early on in the piece. And here comes the Sand King. Not invis anymore, but still should be able to land off this stun. They're playing really aggressively here. Does land the stun. Here comes the Morphling. Getting ready to use the waveform. Here comes the leap. It's going to not even use it. Pretty unfortunate to even try to escape. So it does get killed. So now Morphling's just way ahead, and that's going to be really painful. Actually, meanwhile, middle, look at that cold snap damage. Oh my goodness. That is some high damage. Unbelievable. And it's only like this first off ability. He is building that Exort though, which is why he is hitting so hard. He's not focusing in the quas, so with the health regen he's not as concerned with. He has the treaters, and of course that health potion to deal with. Meanwhile, Doombringer. This is definitely the first time I've even seen juggling Doombringer, and I mean it's not terrible. Obviously, with the Devour, it's going to allow him to keep continuing to eat the creeps, and he is up to, let's see, at 18-0. Almost top farm in the game. Aside for that, of course, that Morphling, who's now, like I said, just so far ahead. Well, actually, action bottom here. Shadow Demon trying to escape. He's got 17 life. What is he playing? Trying to die neutrals. In fact, does succeed in that. So really not that big of a deal for him, and he wasn't really close to enemy heroes. I don't even know if he gave any experience away. So actually, good job dying there. Marana's still in the meantime, only level 3. I believe Morphling is about to hit 6. Yeah, he's going to hit it right over here. There it goes. Got the replicate now. If he chooses, actually he does not. Wants to put another point into the morph ability to get more base stats, of course. Weaver, on the other hand, gonna drop down here because they dove Ancient Apparition at the tower. Now they're looking to go on Sniper here. Are they going to be able to fish him off? Soul Catcher's on him to make him take increased damage here. Queen of Pain just so fast with that haste rune. Sniper can only auto attack, and that's the best chance he has. Not even close to enough. She's gonna get out just fine. This is why I love Queen of Pain in middle early on. Just so much aggression with that blink and that scream. You know, she's going to do tons of burst AoE damage, and now she has enough mana for that ultimate, so maybe she's going to kind of sit around here, see if she can open up on this Ancient Apparition again. That ultimate would do about half his health. You know, especially if you amplify it here, they're going to actually look to do it. Here comes the Soul Fetcher. Going to make him take a ton of damage. Look how much damage he is taking. That is unbelievable. Oh, that was painful looking. Yeah, Soul Catcher with that Scream of Pain and the Weaver using Shikuchi. Ah, just tons of burst damage. Ouch. I felt bad for the guy, but nonetheless, another quick death Ancient Apparition. Now it falls down to 0-2. Sniper, 18-4, not terrible creep score, but they're just getting so much pressure. Meanwhile, their middle Invoker, he has a Sunstrike, but he hasn't chosen to even try to help out his bottom lane with it. So kind of an interesting thing there. You'd think maybe he'd try now to go into that Forge Spirit and maybe put some pressure on the middle, because if Queen of Pain is roaming successfully like she is, you know, your only option if you're not going to gank is to really put pressure on that lane so she's losing out for not being there, essentially. So we're going to see if he decides to eventually try to kick that pressure up there. You see her port back now. Going to hit level 6. She's got the bottles, she's got the treads up, intellect, of course, so she does more damage, has more mana to spam those abilities. Invoker on the run also has a treads. You prefer to have strength, so I guess. Oh, there's the arrow. 5 seconds stun. Here comes Sunstrike. Does tons of damage. She's gonna drop. That was a wonderful initiation from Murano, landing that from way downtown. Here comes Sand King on the other hand. I don't know what his plan here is. He's actually gonna take a ton of damage with these auto attacks. He's gotta be careful. He's not even choosing to use his Burrow Strike. Good job avoiding that auto attack there with the Sandstorm. It will cause them not to drop. But that was a very risky way to come in there against those heavy auto attackers. Not the best of ideas he has had today. And then, of course, meanwhile, how many more times can I say it? Morphling, all day free farm, has now that Perseverance. So obviously going to look to go for that Lincoln Sphere. Going to be able to block, you know, spell cast on him. Be all around better off. Look how much damage the Sniper is taking. Tons of damage. Uses his, you know, magic wand, trying to stay alive. And he is going to successfully, but at what cost? Now he's at the back. Ancient Apparition, there he goes. Uses the health pot to keep him alive. They're both at low health here. Once again, where is that Sunstrike coming out from Invoker? It's been up. He could possibly be close to picking off the Shadow Demon by now, but he just doesn't feel like it's worth it. Oh, this is what's happening with him getting initiated out here by both the Queen of Pain and the Sand King. But really good job on the Shadow Walk, Ghost Walk, and escape with his life. That's not going to do enough damage. Doombringer, where's he been all this game? Hello! Burst damage, he's gone. Really good catch there. I completely forgot about Doombringer even being in this game, to be honest. He's been just roaming around here, leveling up that, you know, Devour, just trying to continue to kill these creeps. So, you know, interesting choice there. Oof, Shadow Poison almost doing enough to kill off this Ancient Apparition. You know, choosing really interesting build here. Looks like stats actually not putting another point. You know, in the Ice Vortex, not bad. He has Sniper. Wow, picking up a Shadow Demon in the lane. That kind of surprised me there. Didn't even have to use the ultimate there to finish him off. So not a bad thing. But oh boy, Sand King's looking to choose something up here. He really wants to get in this action. But Queen of Pain is nowhere to be found. I think she'd really be a necessary component to making this gank happen. And she is starting to roam down here now. Or maybe just take Doombringer's farm. It's like, you've had enough of those, dude. It's my turn. So we're going to see how that goes. Mirana flying a blind arrow. Hits for 5 seconds on this Sand King. But they don't have the vision to follow it up. And here comes Queen of Pain. And Shadow Demon's back. Oh, this sniper's in a heap of trouble. No TPs are even starting to come. Oh, this is over for him. That's going to be enough damage. 4 heroes down this bottom lane. You're going to have to assume they're going to push this, of course, now. Really nice damage coming out overall, though. You know, they do have some nice pressure they can put on here now. Not necessarily a great pushing team, per se. I did a little air quotage there for those who obviously can't see me, which is all of you. But nonetheless, you know, some good damage coming out, and I think they should be able to finish off. They just got to keep the pressure up. The Radiant team obviously does not want anything to do with this lane now. Even though Doombringer does have that ultimate up. And he decided to go for that magic wand instead of finishing that Vanguard out. You know, it's kind of an interesting choice there. If you're staying in the jungle as much as he is, the magic wand is really not going to do much of anything until you start getting involved in those team fights. So maybe that's his train of thought here. He's going to now, with that ultimate, come out of the jungle, looking fresh, looking good, popping that doom on someone. You know, Queen of Pain, first person to come to mind for me. She won't be able to blink. She won't be able to use her ultimate, her spells. You know, be really just hurt so much by that ultimate. So actually, are they going to set something up? They're searching for that Doombringer. They see each other eye to eye. Doombringer's fallen back now. Invoker in the meantime still sitting around the middle here. Pops a mana potion actually when he's close to full. But he has a bracer and 900 gold, so it'll be interesting to see what he decides to farm up next. Weaver so far advanced, and look, another gank on this sniper. How many times are they going to dive him? He's going to try to get his assassinate off. Does, in fact. Is it going to be enough damage? Sunstrike coming. Oh, tried to predict it, but just not accurate enough, unfortunately, for him. So nice try, though, overall. And you'll notice here, actually, Weaver does not have boots. It's a very common thing for Weavers to do, since he has a Shikuchi, and he is maxing it, as is the norm. You know, he gets the max move speed just from popping that. So, boots really doesn't do a whole ton for him. He can, you know, he can really keep up with the best, so not too big a deal. And here we go. I'm going back to this Invoker. Where are your Forge Spirits? Where's your pressure? I mean, okay, the tower's hurt, but they're at your tier 2 door knocking, and you're not doing anything. Look at this team. Again, Shadow Demon and Sand King. The two, you know, big stars. If only Sand King had his epicenter, this could be a really sad story for someone. But they're just making sure this Doombringer's not farming out the jungle. And, you know, they want to try to keep him down as much as possible. Because he's one of the few contenders in the mid to late game that they have to worry about. Oh, here goes Initiation. Shadow Demon does drop the Soul Catcher, but here's the Ghost Walk. Not too scared. Oh, there's the Sunstrike. Boom! Big damage. But here comes Sand King now worried. He has to get out of here. Doombringer pops on, you know, the Scorched Earth. He's going to try to follow him. Does doom him. Here comes the Ancient Apparition to follow up on that damage. Do they have enough, though? It doesn't really look like it. Sand King's still moving pretty fast with just his boots. He is going to escape, and now they're going to turn around here. Queen of Pain dropping some spells. Coming around here, deciding if she needs to use the ulti. Does not yet. And very smart play by Doombringer. Realizes they don't have any way to interrupt that TP. Gets out there safe and sound. So, at the end of the day, it was just a 1-for-1 trade drawn out. Sand King surviving while doomed. That's a big problem. They don't have a ton of hard CC. They really don't. I mean, H Apparitions takes a while to detonate, and it didn't in that case. You know, the Doombringer doesn't have anything. Invoker has some with the EMP wave, but of course, the Cyclone. But besides those two, I mean, he's honestly not got a lot going on. And then the Mirana Arrow, if you can line it up, sure. I mean, that's not too bad. But, you know, at the end of the day, they are lacking at, whereas you see the Disrupt, you know, we got the Shadow Demon using his Disruption. We got Sand King with that hard stun. Oh, Mirana Arrow just missing. That would have been absolutely the death of Shadow Demon if that fell. That's pretty unfortunate it did not. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just the battle of the lack of CC, except for Sand King, who I really do like his. you know, get that nice line stun on a few heroes. It's going to really line some stuff up nicely. What's Morphlin doing? Oh boy. There's the ulti orb I was dreading to see already. 13 minutes in. Is this going to finish it? Boom. Finish the Lincoln Sphere. So, no more will he have to be concerned with anything. Actually, action bottom. Wow. Dove again. This is Weaver and Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain actually did fall, so Sniper got his vengeance. Not necessarily a bad thing. Invoker's looking to converge here on here, but he's got to be careful. This Sand King and Shadow Demon drops his Ancient Apparition all. Not going to hit anyone, unfortunately. So, kind of wasted, but it is a low cooldown, thankfully, so not a huge deal in the scheme of things. But like I was saying, they need to get their control of their jungle back. They've just been... This tier 2 tower has been, you know, ganked 3 or 4 times now, and there's just no safety. They can't feel safe, like, anywhere, and it's really unfortunate for them. And you can see this really nice placed ward here. You know, it's going to show off, you know, a lot of this area, especially with Doombringer farming the jungle, and they know about that. He did max his greed out, Devour. He's got it up now. He's got Swiftness Aura and the War Stomp. So went with the Centaur Khan to, you know, decide that's what he wants. That stun is going to be really helpful. I was talking about that Legacy. See, here comes the Ancient Apparition. Beautiful ulti. Hits 2 heroes. Good starting damage. I'm going to see what they do. There's a good blink out. But here comes Sunstrike. Where's that going to land? Right on her face. If Ancient Apparition was still there, that might have been a shatter. But luckily, that was not for her. Doombringer trying to follow them. Now gets the Purge ultimate from the Shadow Demon. Still going to be just fine. He's such a tanky guy. That Vanguard starting to take a lot of damage, though. He's got to be careful. You know, they need to fall back at this point. They're locking mana. Queen of Pain completely whiffing her ultimate. That was unfortunate. Still in the chase. Here, Mirana going to land. Definitely 4-second stun. Here comes that Sunstrike. Boom! Tons of damage. Maxing out that Extort first is going to cause that every day of the week. Invoker looking now to set something up. Got the Cold Snap up, but not able to use it on the Weaver. So he's going to escape scot-free. Oh, and guess who's farming top and pushing? Oh, was that Morphling? 108 CS. 42 denies. Oh, that's scary. He's got 1,000 gold again. Probably going to upgrade to Tread soon, I would think. Just because he's still sitting on the normal boots. But, you know, not exactly sure what direction he wants to take that. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting, like I said. But we'll see how it goes. TP comes in here. Morphling. Oh, very good job. Can she finish him? No. Wow. That morph gain, that strength gain was way too strong for her, unfortunately. So it wasn't able to do the damage. I was kind of hoping actually she would turn and just use that, or try to deny the tower after that good line of the stun, but unfortunately just not the case. Invoker getting kind of pressured out here now. Wants to stay for the deny. Wow, gets it. That was beautiful. Just lands somehow in between all the images and the Queen of Pain, the Shadow Demon, and the creeps. Lands that auto attack. He does do about 130 damage in auto attack. So actually, he's really good at last hitting, I have to say. But, you know, nonetheless, you know, still interesting to see that. Morphling now going Boots Elvenskin. So he did get the treads like I was predicting, and then he also went, and now it appears going for the Yasha into a Manta style. So add to their pushing and team fight abilities, just another great, excellent item on Morphling. You know, one of the norm. Oh, Queen of Pain, what are you doing? Going in with the double damage and looking to use that ultimate, but it's down for 20 seconds. Sniper's trying to bait this out. Use the Assassinate. He's going to pay for it with his life, though. Very, very questionable. Not sure why he stuck around so long. He should have been probably running to his team. He wasn't going to outrun her, but still, he was just sitting there tanking it. And it did not pay off for him in the end. Really questionable there. You see Sand King just hitting 6 at 17 minutes. Has that epicenter now. Meanwhile, his lane mate here, Morphling, is 12, double that level. And that's the one you want the levels on, though, so it works out. Good Sunstrike. Boom! 170 damage. A lot of health missing here. Invoker looking to maybe set something up here. Not even trying to choose. You would think the Chaos Meteor. He is purged now, but does use the Ghost Walk immediately. Going to escape just fine. The Purge not doing a lot for him in this game. Haven't seen too much successful use, unfortunately. Invoker now has, you know, Oblivion Staff. Really curious about that. Is he going to go for an Orchid Malevolence? It would make a lot of sense. Get that silence on both the Weaver and Queen of Pain. You know, really, or the Morphling, to be honest. All those heroes would be really effective on. So I could totally see it, but it's just not a normal thing you find on that hero. So it's kind of cool. Arcane boots on Doombringer, actually. Not a bad idea. He does spam a lot with that level death, and you see him now trying to max that out. But still, a little questionable. Here we go. Look how much damage is being done by this Morphling. Oh, the Marauder just misses. Unfortunate for them. Here comes the Weaver, though, trying to do some damage. He's going to now go on this Ancient Apparition. He's now trying to get out for his life, though. He realizes it's too far in. Oh, really good time-lapse there. Going to escape. Or is he? Here comes the Ancient Apparition ulti. Oh, that could be perfect. Boom! Oh, the Assassinate, too. Either way, it's a really good lineup of ultimates. I really enjoyed that. Good play all around, but just unfortunate that they have that really nice range on their team with both Sniper and the Ancient Apparition to finish off whoever they want. So, really good play there by the Radiant to keep them off their turf, if you will. Queen of Pain now getting that point booster with the Perseverance. So going for a Bloodstone would be my thought. Going for the Soul Booster into Bloodstone. Kind of a different build. Not a terrible build, of course. She is very mana intensive, so to be able to keep spamming spells is never a bad idea. Oh, here comes Initiation on Doombringer. Ultimate dropped! Wow, they really want this blood. Doom is already used on her. It is over lights out for him. Morphling starting to take a ton of damage. Ancient Apparition going to use that ultimate. Get it successfully. Mirana's got to be careful, though. She is purged. She's going to take some damage here. Here comes the Epicenter from Sand King. Very good job here. Mirana has to escape. Cannot get out there because of the Shadow Poison. Tons of damage coming out. Here comes a really nice freeze on Sand King. He is going to most certainly drop. And now they're going to try to follow us up on the Shadow Demon. Double kill for Invoker. What has he got up his sleeve? He's got the Cold Snap, but he doesn't have the rage. He is not going to catch up to this guy. He's got to be careful and fall back here. A 2-for-3 trade. Really actually nice. Oh, it's still going on. Cold Snap. What is this Shadow Demon thinking? Using Disruption to bide his time, but he is still going to most certainly drop here with the Sniper help. Drum of Endurance Sniper. Excuse me. Wow. Really questionable carry pickup. Not terrible. Very good actually for his team. You want that attack damage and of course movement speed for those team fights to get around and help out, but maybe he was figuring that if no one else is getting on our team, we should really have this. And, you know, my farm's not terrible, so not necessarily a bad thing. He is up to 63 and 23, so not too bad. Comparing that to, like, a Weaver who's 53 and 8. That was in lane against him. Actually, we got action here. It looks like another Sunstrike going to just tons of damage. Look at all this global presence. It is actually unreal how much they have as an Ancient Apparition. I love seeing those ultis come out every 40 seconds. Tons of damage. You know, couple that with the Sunstrike. Just all over. Great play. Sniper getting the Assassinate. Mirana with those arrows. Oh, it's wonderful. Really good coordination here by their team. Picking off that Queen of Pain, who had such a strong start in this game. Now falls to 4 and 6. That's really unfortunate for her. She's got to get it back. Oh, be careful with those Forge Spirits. You don't want to feed that gold too much. So anyways, here we go. Ancient Apparition going to Tranquil Boots. Now, this is probably the first time I've ever seen that. Not a bad idea. You hear about supports running that boot choice, you know, sometimes, not often, just because it allows you to move around the map, you know, of course, really quickly without having to get, like, a big item. The healing on yourself if you want to, you know, have the laning presence. All around, he doesn't really need the auto attack damage. It wouldn't hurt, but I guess he'd rather prefer have that mobility to keep up with the enemy. You know, not a bad choice overall. Here comes Mirana flying. Oh, that's so perfect. Boom! 5 seconds stun here. Shadow Demon. Here comes this with the AA ult. Oh, this is overkill. How brutal! Was that a blind arrow? It really felt like it just maybe scouting up that hill and nails it on the head there. Shadow Demon just over his head there in aggression. So, you know, really good job there. So anyways, we got back to this middle lane here. Invoker now sitting on that Orchid Malevolence. Really good job there. What's the Doombringer trying to farm for? Alright, it looks like he's going to go for that pipe. He's going for the hood to start with. Probably turn that into pipe. It's going to be so effective against this team with the Epicenter and the Shadow Demon. And the Queen of Pain. Tons of magic damage, of course, all around. Weaver finishing his Lincoln, so they must be scared to death of this Doombringer. And, you know, I don't blame them wholeheartedly. Doom is a very hard counter to a hero like Weaver. But, you know, still his damage is pretty lackluster. You're going to see him try to go on the Sniper here. And he's going to do decent damage. Because he does lower the armor with his, you know, Swarm ability. So, and Sniper is quite a squishy hero, so not too hard to harass him out of the lane. But it's going to be interesting. Okay. Okay, Queen of Pain. Can you make up your mind? What in earth are you doing? Now sing on an Ogre Club, a Perseverance, and a Point Booster. You know what? I'm not even going to try to guess anymore. Here comes the ulti. Not enough to kill Sniper. Sniper needs to back off. I don't know what he's thinking. Use the Assassinate. Going to finish himself off there. And he's going to die. There goes the Weaver. The Lincolns is down. Use the Dust. Not going to find anyone, though. And everyone's just going to be safe except for Sniper. He got out alive. I just don't understand why he didn't retreat. But he really wanted that Assassinate to go off. And, well, it did. But for his life. Not a great trade. Doombringer still farming up here. Got 1,200 gold. Gonna finish that hood relatively quickly here. Voker's got now 1,700 gold. So, you know, easily not gonna be a challenge to get his next item. It's just gonna be interesting to see what he decides to do. I would have to imagine a sheep stick would be a wonderful choice. Just as we talk about. If you can lock down those mobile heroes, and kill them in that few second duration, the CC is their #1 priority right now. I feel like they really need more of it on their team to have a good chance in these team fights. Sniper finishing up his Yasha, actually. Gonna go for the Manta himself. What is Mirana building? We have no idea because she doesn't have much of anything. That's just the Ring of Aquila, which will help for, you know, some aura stacking purposes, but only 1,000 gold on top of that. Not a lot. Here comes Doombringer TPing up again, but he's not going to get it off, unfortunately, this time. Oh, there's the age change. Oh, kill one hero. He looks like he's going to be just fine surviving another. Is Weaver this ballsy going to get into this fight? I don't think so. They're going to look to chase him out of here. So 2 versus 1. Doombringer's like, I don't think so. Do you know who I am? I'm the Doombringer. Or something witty. Regardless, Ancient Apparition still very mobile with those ultimates. You really want those two. Level 2 of that. Roshan falls, actually. There you go. Gets the Aegis on the Morphling. It was only a matter of time until that happened, to be honest. He's been just so farmed in this game. If someone can tank for him, like a Ogre X, Perseverance, Point Booster, Queen of Pain, perchance. Oh, here's an Invis. What a ward! Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? They must have felt the... I don't know what in the world, how that happened. But that was actually really amazing. Just had the presence of mind to put that ward down. And there was Invis Queen of Pain getting destroyed. Oh, that was awesome. I was really happy to see that too. So overall, let's take a look at the gold. It's now in the favor of about almost 6,000 gold in the favor of Dire. Probably has a lot to do with both the towers all being down on this outside except for the middle, as well as the Roshan, but they're going to look to push now here. Oh, the Mirana retirement just a little off. Doombringer looking to maybe initiate on someone here, but they're not going to get it off in time. Sniper does finish off the tower. Now Ancient Apparition all going to land here. Is that going to be enough damage to even? Probably not. Oh, the Assassinate to finish it off. Good job there by Sniper to kill it. And they're going to just keep the pressure up here, but they got to be careful about the Morphling pushing. Here comes the TP actually from Sniper. See if he can prevent that while his team continues the aggression. Sniper looking to have to be really careful here. Not really going to be great one-on-one here. Not going to be able to finish it off. Oh, look at all this bloody action. Invoker and Ancient Apparition now dropping. Another TP attempt by the Doombringer, but he doesn't get it off, and now that's 3 down for just the Shadow Demon they picked off earlier, and they are just now losing out from that. So in over their heads there, unfortunately. They should have took it and ran with when they had that little blip of advantage. Kind of unfortunate that they did not. You see Sniper trying to use the shrapnel, keep him out of the lane, but such a, unfortunately, kind of weak move. It does very low damage over a decent amount of time, so not a high damage move, of course. Mirana alt arrow coming in, stunning the illusion, so not going to be too effective there. This tower's got no chance. Here goes Ancient Apparition alt. Going to hit pretty much the whole team and the creep wave. So not a bad one. It is a level 2 ultimate. It will be when she decides to level it up. So waiting to see that. Does have 1 point in the Chilling Touch. Don't see that very often. It's an underrated move, I would say. You know, it does add that 40 bonus damage for a couple of attacks, but it's so mana intensive, which is why you generally don't see it used very often. But still not a bad move nonetheless. Doombringer does finish the Pipe of Insight now. So if they group up again and get a nice team fight somewhere and get that nice initiation, pop that, and you're going to be really safe from what killed him last time, which I'd have to assume was the Sand King ultimate. Just wrecking all over their face, and Queen of Pain, of course, with her pressure. Meanwhile, Invoker, now has his Force Spirits up. A little late, buddy. No, it's never too late for those cuddly, warm guys. Invoker actually now looking to go BKB, I would think. Got the Ogre Club herself. So, not exactly sure what she's playing on there. Okay, War Stomp still on Doombringers, still choosing to have that Centaur Con with the attack speed and the stun. What we kept saying before, that stun is going to be pretty critical, hopefully, to setting up some kills. Chain that off with some of their other moves and see where it takes them. Invoker's going to have to be really careful around here. You're not going to want to fight. Oh, no, they spotted him royally. He's not going to be able to TP. There's a Ghost Walk. None of them still carrying dust, huh? Not even the Sand King. Pretty interesting. Yeah, Apparition now dropping his ultimate up here. Just gonna hit the Sand King and that's it. Sand King almost hit level 11 now. Gonna have double 2 epicenters so soon. He's gonna really want to have that. It's gonna be so helpful. The dust now popped on these heroes, but it just instantly wears off because it's Ghost Walk. They're trying to just burst AoE damage depending on where these footprints go. But, they're still just chasing him down. He's going to have an escape plan soon. Because they are just going all out. Nice try there on the Blind Sand King. Look how much time they're wasting just trying to find him. Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, you got the 4 heroes from the Radiant here just pushing away. Trying to do the best they can. You have that Chilling Touch there. That's actually the animation. If you never see it coming up from each apparition, now you do. And yeah. Pretty cool stuff. So, regardless, gonna finally push this bottom lane now. Another tier 1 gonna hopefully fall for them. You see Invoker now actually looking to finish off this Shadow Demon. Can he do it? He's gonna send over his Forged Spirits. Not gonna have the vision. Really good juking. Ghost Walk again. I swear he has the thing on cooldown 24/7. Now looking to finish off the tower. Weaver tries to deny it, does not get it off though, unfortunately for him. Sniper does finish his Mana Style, and it looks like Weaver's building one as well. Almost has his. We'll have a few hundred more gold and he'll have that. So, another great thing for him. Morphling got the point booster. Is he going Scotty? That's got to be my guess. He's going to go Scotty. Replicate now down on the Doombringer to apply some pressure to this lane. Let's see what they can do with it. Sniper maybe getting caught out. Here comes 2 TPs instantly. Goes to his Replicate, and he's going to be safe and sound in the top lane. Yeah, I'd love to see when Morphlings just use that defensively as well. It's so many options to take with it. Farm a lane or TP back to base or different out of dangers, harm's way. All around a good idea there. Apparition now finishing up. He's going for that Drum of Endurance as well, so they want a second one of those on their team. Sniper still has yet to use 1 charge of his, so kind of interesting. Initiation on Doombringer here. Here comes a ton of damage. Doombringer all even going down. Was he going to doom someone before he drops? Not even. He is just going to fall flat on his face. He has 1,600 gold. He can buy back if he needs to. But they're really hoping he doesn't have to waste that gold. So unfortunate getting caught out there. It just shows his mobility. I've kind of harped on all game, but now they have that Blink Dagger on Sand King too. Just a ton of ability to move around here. And they really need that 4-step up in Shadow Demon so he can join the crowd. Because right now, he gets left behind in those things, and he doesn't have a chance. And he is trying to build it. But you do see here the Quarterstaff and the Staff of Wizardry, so he's very, very close to getting that for himself. Sniper's trying to go Helm of Iron Will, so going for Lifesteal would have to be presumably his next choice, unless he goes Armlet, which would be the first Sniper Armlet I've ever seen. Here comes the Morphling. Still has 2,600 gold, so if he buys that Ultimate Orb, we'll know for sure he's planning on going for that Scotty. Still most likely the candidate regardless. Invoker does finish that Black King bar, so afraid of all that magic damage, you can't blame him too much. Ron Air coming out here. So there's kind of applying pressure on both lanes. Now they're all grouping up middle. Something most definitely should happen in the next few moments. We're going to see how this gets initiated on. Doombringer hopefully doesn't waste the ultimate on this Morphling if that linkage is up. That'd be a pretty unfortunate situation for them if he wasted his ultimate here. Let's see what happens. Mirana still has that dust. Blind Arrow trying to do something. Sunstrike. Oh my goodness. Sand King down. Gets assassinated. That is game over for him. Weaver now looking to escape. They got the Doom down on Queen of Pain. Ancient Apparition missing completely on the ultimate though. Gonna see what happens here. Mirana did fall. But now we got the pipe up for their team. Look how much damage Doombringer is taking. That is outrageous. He is surviving barely though with his Scorched Earth. And now Invoker's just trying to get out with his life, but there's no way that's going to happen. I take that back. Here comes the Ghost Walk. He's going to live. Sniper getting a great assassination off on Weaver. Somehow getting that off there. Ancient Apparition taking a ton of burst damage from his Queen of Pain. Now trying to use the Cold Feet himself on the Queen of Pain. Do as much as he can, but he falls. Can they kill this Morphling? Oh! They kill each other, but he had the Aegis. So win-win for him, and now he's going to have to fall back as here comes the Morphling, just putting more pressure on there. Level Death tried to use on the Morphling to use that Lincoln Sphere. Whew, what a back and forth that battle was. But still very good. I mean, you know, honestly, he had a good job there. What is with these arrows? Mirana, you map hacker. Wow, that was another wonderful lineup thrown in blindly. Tons of damage. Here comes the epicenter bait. Oh my goodness, tons of damage coming up. Mirana and Doombringer both fall down. Wow, Morphling gets both the kills, but that was all Sand King in the end there. Really good job baiting that out and setting it up for the kills. Sniper, the only one remaining here. TP's back just to heal up a little bit. He doesn't have nearly enough damage to contend with this Morphling. And he was just so farmed at this point in the game. He's got 4,500 gold. Here comes Ancient Apparition trying to do whatever he can. It's going to pass by the Morphling so that the freeze effect does in fact land on him. But it's not going to be enough to save his life, unfortunately for him. Now he escapes with his life. Look at this team. Just so much mobility, so much damage coming out from them. Okay, Agumon Scepter is finished now. So, okay, I guess that makes sense with the Ogre Club, what he was choosing to do. But still, it just threw me for a curve. Well played, Queen of Pain. Well played. So really good for team fighting, obviously. Lowers the cooldown of that ultimate down to 40 seconds. Oh, that's outrageous. Really low cooldown now. So you'll be feeling free to drop that whenever she chooses. It's going to be no issue at all for them. Also doing extra damage. So really nice as well. Invoker here trying to figure out, he's kind of one of the few saving graces. They have the Doombringer, they have the Sniper. The Doombringer's just kind of a meat shield in the front. That's all his real purpose is at this point. You know, he's going to take that damage for him, but who's going to dish it out? You'd think with both the Mirana and the Sniper, they'd have a good chance of doing some damage. But unfortunately, it's just nowhere near the levels of the Dire. And you see Roshan going down again. Another Aegis up for Morphling, I would think. Yep, he's now also finished his Scotty. Oh, he is so disgustingly farmed at this game. He has 1,660 health with 1 strength, so all converted to agility. He is hitting for 267 in attack. It is just so painful sounding. I'm not sure what any of these people are planning on doing to live up to this, but they're going to try their hardest. He's continue farming again. This is what this Morphling's been doing all game and doing so well. You know, he's up to 263 creep score. I mean, that's at least 100 more than anyone on the Radiant team. You really don't want that to happen. Let's just be honest here. Shadow Demon does finish his 4 staff. Now all 5 team members have the mobility they need to get in and get out of these fights. You know, he was the missing link there, but he's good now. He's good. Don't worry about him. So we're going to see if Invoker can stand up here with his Forge Spears and just hold their own. I mean, you know, it's going to be interesting to see that. Disruption actually goes out here now on Invoker. Here comes Sand King. You know, not dropping his epicenter yet, but tons of damage regardless. Here comes a Morphling chasing up on these people. Ancient Apparition drops the ultimate, doesn't matter. Double kill. Here we go. They're still trying to go on this Morphling who has the Aegis, mind you. And there's just not enough damage coming out. Sniper is going to finish him off, but he has the Aegis. He's going to come back up with full health, full mana, ready to go. Cooldowns. They need to, you know, reconsider their battle plan here. Now the epicenter coming in with Sniper. He's going to get dropped. So is Doombringer. Ancient Apparition, the only one to survive. Any money for buyback? No, it does not appear so. That certainly will be GG. It's called now in the chat. So GG for the Dire here. Morphling, Sand King, Queen of Pain, just tons of damage in these team fights. Really well played all around, though. So, you know, I'm not going to knock Sniper. I'm not saying he's the reason they lost, but, you know, you just compare him to this Morphling. I mean, okay, Morphling's farm was outrageous. Give him that. But Sniper, all he's got is just that auto attack. Oh, good pick off! Ancient Apparition. Oh, that Shadow Demon just didn't have a chance. But it was so hard to kill this Morphling. They tried a few times to gank him, and it just didn't work out. I mean, he was able to convert to strength. Just get out of every situation he was put in. You know, he has died a couple times, but he had that Aegis both times, so he was okay with being that aggressive. You know, it wasn't even like converting strength. He didn't really care. And now he's back on his feet. 11-1. Just really good damage coming out. I do give props also to Mirana though for this arrows. This game has hit quite an extraordinary amount of them. Most of them blind even. Just amazing. Because we're going to pay it all. Just going on the Sniper, hitting him, but not doing a ton of damage. Unfortunately for her. Pipe Insight's still up. I mean, these towers, the lanes are going down here. Morphling just trying to finish the game off himself. He is ready to move on to his next play game. Queen of Pain just trying to get out of their life. Assassinate, going down on him, going to drop her. Here comes the Weaver. They have the Sentry Ward. There's the Doom when he has about 2 hits left, so okay, he's gone. Morphling's still in the mix though. Not sure what they're planning on doing. He's just cleaning up house. Look at him. Now going after this Sniper. Sniper trying to do something with his life. Not sure. He's like, oh, forget it. I'm over with this. Epicenter, but Morphling comes in with this waveform, swoops it up and gets a kill. He's like, I don't think so, Sandcake. You don't deserve more than 1 kill this game. Does the job himself. And here comes the last tower. This base most certainly will be destroyed. And that should be GG. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, for my my own solo cast here. Hope I did a pretty decent job covering the action for you all. I plan on doing some more in the near future, so stick around and stay tuned for that. Yeah. GG. Thanks again, guys. And continue to watch more Dota action from Dota On Demand and Dota Talk. I will see you later.